Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl, MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and Ms. Z with the Tea, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in, and right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi. All right, hey man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Ow! It's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Ow! Hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Ow! Fabo!
Hey, y'all. Come on in. Thursday. I don't know about y'all, but it's been a long week. Come on in. My special guest is backstage, y'all. We just got to jam out. I don't know about y'all. It's been a tense week. But here we are getting through. We made it, y'all. Friday Eve. Y'all know I like to come in real groovy on Thursdays. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. And look, like I was just telling y'all, it has been a week. But tonight, I'm really, really excited because y'all look, okay. You may have seen in the last few months, me posting about the Wolf of Chicago, y'all. I have the Wolf of Chicago. He is in our virtual backstage, okay? And I'm excited to introduce him to you all because he's certainly an inspiration and someone that if you all don't know him, you gonna know tonight, okay? So stick around with me. I'm gonna be bringing him on shortly. But before we go any further, okay, that was Surf Gang with Parachute. If you like what was on my playlist, y'all know I like to bring y'all the best independent artists that I can. So please, y'all keep submitting the music to me. That was sent over. Shout out to my hubby. He sent that, and I'm just like, wow, this artist is dope. I like to support y'all. So please send me your music. And of course, I have to shout out to all of my listeners that are tuning in with me from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and even my people in Houston. Okay, y'all still been rocking with me even after, Mixed Talk Media, the station that I was formerly on. They have transitioned, honey. Okay, if you catch the transition, you all should be following all of, everyone that I'm going to mention tonight is going to be hyperlinked on our social media. So please go and follow their pages. Okay, stay in tune for updates. This is what we're here for. But shout out to all my listeners that are tuning in. And of course, if you all are interested in advertising with me, get at me. Okay, y'all see it. Y'all see it, okay? And before we go any further, I have to shout out my amazing radio partners, Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, and Indie 101.5. Artists, send your music to them. I tell y'all this every week, and there's only a few that listen, and they get airplay. If you're trying to get your music just outside of Chicago, I'm giving you a tidbit. I want y'all to take that in. Take it in, okay? Take it in. And of course, last but not least, I have to shout out my sponsors, Live Long Health, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions, okay? Live Long Health, if you use promo code Blueprint10, you get discounts off of all of their services. Please go to livelonghealth.net. Get it together. And of course, Paris Ice Bar, she is our mobile bartender. And Fiya Infusions is for those that like a little bit of the sticky, potentially with the icky. Okay, make sure that you go and follow them. And tonight's topic, we are talking about the Diddy drama. It's a lot going on. But look, y'all know what we do over here at the Blueprint Live. We don't just talk about the celebrity tea without getting to the meat and potatoes of a lot of the breakdowns that's happening. So we're talking about it tonight. Make sure that you stick around for that. Now, look, drop those businesses in the comments. Okay. Because look, the Wolf of Chicago is, I'm about to bring him on right now. Okay. If you got a business, if you got some things going on, this is someone you want to connect with. Drop your businesses in the comments, please, because I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna be like, hey, check him out. Okay, this is what we do. Okay, it's all about uplifting businesses. But I want to go ahead and bring on my guests right now. Wolf, you ready? Can I get a thumbs up if you ready to go? Let me introducing you all to the Wolf of Chicago.
Yes.
What's going on?
You see this big smile?
Yes. Look, you know, we're gonna bring you out. We got to do it real proper, Wolf. Welcome to the
Yes.
Blueprint Live.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you giving me this opportunity to present myself on this platform, talk a little bit about me.
Yeah,
Yes, it's long overdue.
absolutely.
I've been behind the scenes for a very long time,
Okay.
and this is actually my first interview ever. Yes.
Wait a minute. What? Hold
Yeah.
on now. Why you never said that? Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am. This is my first interview that I've ever done, and it's a reason behind that. I wanted to make sure that the interview that I did, that the person actually genuinely wanted to give me this opportunity because they knew how passionate I am about what I do,
Absolutely.
and that you were able to take a look into my world, to my
Yeah.
container, not my world, my container, which that container you are a part of. So everything that I'm gonna be saying to you, actually going to understand it because you live in it.
I get it. I
Yep.
get it. I get it. Now look, I'm happy that you said that, because as I was going into this interview, I'm like, there's so many things that I want to know that we just haven't even had the opportunity to discuss. So I'm excited to have you on to just
Yeah.
even, learn, just learn more about you.
Yes.
So I think we got to start it here with, tell me about the name, because I need you to know that that's one of the coldest names ever. How did you get that name, and like, what does it mean to you?
Well, of course, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. I'm a fan of the Wolf of Wall Street,
Okay, come on
the
now.
movie Wolf of Wall Street, and it
Yes.
just resonated with me as far as I saw myself in that. It was like a mirror, just
Mhm.
based on how he operated, his business strategies, the way
Yeah.
he moved. I saw myself in that.
Okay.
Then I'm also, when it comes to business, I'm very ferocious. I'm very
Okay.
aggressive when it comes to getting things done, and also I'm a hairy individual.
Stop.
Yes,
Right. You like it all fits that. It all fits that.
yes,
I mean,
yes.
so okay, I gotta know, like, did you kind of dub yourself that, or did the business streets dub you the wolf? Like, what was it?
Uh, I think I did. I
Okay.
did, but I put a lot of energy behind building and branding it.
Yeah.
Prior to this, when in 2014, I actually dyed my beard. I bleached it.
Okay.
I bleached it blonde, so it was blonde for about 2 years. I
Okay.
did a
Okay.
lot market pro. If you look at pictures and history of wolves, you see their beaks are blonde and they're black
Yeah.
above. Yeah, so I kind of went with that look. So I pretty much like branded myself as a Wolf of
Yeah.
Chicago, and then people just kind of caught on to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, look, we learning some things here. So you talk about, and because I've had the opportunity to work with you, with the association, you talk about like your strategies and how you get it. Now we're not gonna get them too much sauce, Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But can you talk a little bit about how you've been able to kind of separate yourself in marketing and everything that you do as far as in business? Like, what sets you apart?
What sets me apart is that I'm a yes man.
Hmm.
I pretty much am open for any and everything. I
Hmm.
spread myself out to so many people, and I'm like a sponge. I collect personalities, just like I'm not sure if you ever watched X-Men, but the Apocalypse, where he was able
Okay.
to take powers from each different person.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what I do. I kind of
Okay.
like a sponge. I kind of take things from every different person, but what
Yeah.
I do is I take their personality, their brand, their business, and I evolutionize it and give it back to them.
That's right.
I don't hold it to, we call it gatekeeping. I don't hold it to gatekeep for myself. So that's pretty much what kind of stands me apart, that I share.
Okay.
And I do this for the people and not for myself.
Yeah.
I have a saying: work like no one else will, so you can live like no one else can.
Mm.
One more time. Work like
One
no
more time. Yeah, I was like, you're gonna have to get that to them one more time
Yeah.
now.
Work like no one else will, so you can live like no one else can.
Okay.
Whatever you think you could do, I'm gonna do it 10 times.
Okay.
And I'm gonna push you to do it 10 times along with me. I'm gonna get on your nerve. And you know that, Demetri.
This is the thing, Wolf. Can I be honest with you? So, okay, when I first met Wolf, at first I was just like this. I'm like, I'm like, let me try to get a read. But then once I understood how hard you go and the reasons why, I was able to see the things come to fruition, because it's different when you are a visionary and you are able to actually take those things and make them come to life, right? Like, you don't just think it, you actually go out and you execute. There's not a lot of us that understand that. So as I've been working with you, it's not that bad, if I can be 100%. Like, I'm just like, look, we getting stuff done. This is how you execute.
Yes.
And the people that are different, not, and this ain't throwing, shade or anything, but it's like you're able to execute.
Yes. Yeah. So just to give you just a quick backstory. So I have my degree in media design. I went to International Academy of Design and Technology. That's why I have my degree from it. So I'm a graphic designer. So graphic design, I do websites. I write codes for apps, web development, flyer design, business cards. So being that type of person, I've become very creative mentally. So when clients come to me, they're pretty much there at the starting point when they're dealing with me. So let's say you're starting up a business, you say, hey, I need a logo. You give me the idea. It's up to me to create that vision. Correct. You know what I mean? So that's where a lot of my creativity has come from, being a graphic designer. So I just took that and I started photography.
Okay.
Which kind of goes along with it. A lot of photographers not graphic designers. So with being a graphic designer as a photographer, I'm able to manipulate and transform, images and pretty much make it look like whatever. This is before AI,
Okay. You say you do this for real, huh?
Yes.
Like, I do this for real.
Yes. So yeah. So I've been a designer and a photographer for 14 years now. And when it comes to business, this is what do they need? They need marketing. And mostly marketing comes from photography, which is photos, and graphics, because they need design work, just like what you have behind you. All of the marketing and branding, you know what I mean? This is what it is. So I've stayed really consistent with that. And I've met a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, CEOs, up-and-coming inspiring people. I met them along the way by creating and designing for them. And doing all of that, I just became, a familiar face. But a lot of doing that, a lot of more so being a graphic designer, being a photographer, we're mostly behind the scenes.
Okay.
I mean, we're mostly behind the camera, because if you go online and you look at a flyer, you're like, "Oh, that flyer is dope," but no one
who did that.
Exactly. No one ever says that. Or when you look at the dope picture, you're saying you're complimenting the person who's in the picture, but not the person who took the picture.
Yeah.
So
why don't people tag their photographers? That upsets me with, like, when people do that, because you all are intricate in the actual photo, so it's like, tag them.
Well, again, we talk about the gatekeep thing.
Okay.
A lot of times, a lot of people think that photographers can't be universal, that they only have one style of doing things. So there are some photographers who only have one style. Like when you see that picture, you automatically know who did that without even having to put their tagline on there. So a lot of times people want to kind of keep those things to themselves. It's just like wearing an outfit. They're not going to tell you where they got that outfit from, because they don't want you to go get it and have it on. So it's kind of in that sense. So a lot of photographers now, what we do is we put our watermark on the photos, and that pretty much kind of takes away from that. But I've learned with putting watermarks on pictures, a lot of people, third parties, not the person who's actually in the picture, but third party companies, they don't want to reshare, repost, or anything, because the photographer's watermark is on there, so they'll get sued by using their work.
Okay.
So it's a lot of different variables. We kind of don't worry about it as photographers,
Yeah.
because it's so much money out here in this industry, in this field. So thank you for asking me for that.
Of
Asking me
course. Of course.
that.
Now, I kind of want to fast forward. So I was sharing with them before I brought you on, Wolf, that I had connected with you through the association. And I know that we wanted to speak just really briefly about that, but
Yeah.
can you talk about the moments where the moment where you knew that you wanted to found this particular group?
Yes. So again, going back to me being a graphic designer, so I used to sit at Starbucks on 87 and Dan Ryan, and a lot of my clients used to meet me up there. So I would do their website, I would do their flyers, business cards, whatever they want to do. So usually when they're up and coming, aspiring entrepreneurs, especially when you're sitting like we're sitting talking at Starbucks, a lot of things just start to come out. And people get to talk, and it's like, a lot of people don't want to share their information. They want to keep things to themselves. They don't want to tell me the things that I need to know. So just hearing that from so many different business owners, that's when the idea popped up for me to create the association, create a container for business owners to be able to utilize branding, referral service, sharing of resources. So that's why I create. And then I kind of own that. And when I say own that, I mean that because I'm a graphic designer, because I'm a photographer, and that's pretty part of what they need, I offer those things to the members for free.
Absolutely.
Being a member of the Association Chicago, they get all their branding that they need, free commercials, free photo shoots. And
look, we getting our stuff together.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Look, I'm like, it is definitely perked with
yes. So now that the organization was created, now it's about how to bring attention to the organization so we can get the message out. So we use what you call a Trojan horse. A Trojan horse is when they put a whole bunch of men inside of a Trojan horse as a gift, and they let them into the castle, and at night they all came out of the Trojan horse. So that's pretty much what I did. So the Trojan horse was the hoverboard fashion show.
Okay.
So this is when the hoverboards were popular. So we used the hoverboards to market and advertise the Association Chicago. So it was a fashion show, but it was also a network event. But they didn't know that until they got there. So we would sell out 400 to 500 people that would come to this fashion show just to see the models fall off the hoverboard. But once they got in the room,
they like, wait a minute.
Right. When they got in the room, we presented the fashion show, but there was a lot of networking going on in the room. There was a lot of presentations, a lot of vendors. There was a lot of there was a lot of presentations, making sure that we were doing marketing announcements, making sure that we was bringing a lot of attention to the organization members and the sponsors. So we used the hoverboards as a Trojan horse to get people in the room so that we can market the Association Chicago. So we did that for about 6 years. We did maybe like 14 fashion shows. Then we kind of went away from doing the fashion shows and just focused on doing network events.
That's right.
So that is what we do now, which is how we met you.
Yes.
It was
great. I had a good time. Like, I mean, if y'all haven't attended, first off, well, we've been inviting them, but they didn't want to come.
Yeah.
What's up with that, right? Like, it's like, don't miss your beat.
It's the unknowing. It's a lot of different things. It's the messenger.
Okay.
It's the messenger. It's because it's something you've never heard of.
Right.
The thing is, a lot of things that are real, that has real motion, has a real movement, it doesn't need to be broadcast. Because you know what I mean? It doesn't need that type of exposure, because you're gonna get away from what the actual purpose is. And the purpose is, when you come in the room with us and the things that we do, and like I said, you've seen these things yourself. When you come in the room, there's actual networking that's happening throughout the night. There's actual connections being made. Resources are being shared. You actually feel that I belong in this room. They actually took the time to show me that I'm special, that I belong in here in this container. And that's, that was why the association was created. I want to make sure of that, because a lot of times we go to these business events or these business galas.
Ooh, I feel like you about to bring the heat. What you about to tell them, Wolf? What you about to tell them, Wolf?
We go to these business events and these business galas, and it's pretty much a fashion show. People in there just pretty much trying to show off their outfits and pretty much talk about them and who they are, but not giving you the actual tools. So they say, hey, I make 7 figures. I drive this. I have a big old house. This is what we want to know. We want to know what site you went to, what paperwork you filled out, what phone number did you call? Right. When you decide to double your money, what investments did you actually make to double your money? This is what we want to know.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
You know what? Well, I do feel you. And I just want to know, I want to ask you this because you are very established in business. So when we talk about the things as far as like gatekeeping and different things, can you give any tips to people who are breaking into business or, you know, they're thinking about it as far as the etiquette and how they may approach different people for mentorship or, you know, for help as far as their business? Because I think that that's something that we don't talk about enough. And I certainly feel like you're very seasoned and you can kind of give some advice on that.
Yeah. So the first thing I always tell people is to believe you already where you want to be.
That's right.
Okay. Wherever you feel like you're going to be in 10 years, treat your business in that sense.
That's right.
Okay. So if you feel like you're a millionaire, you need to carry yourself in that manner.
Come on now.
Okay? So it has to start mentally.
That's right. That's right.
Second thing is you have to surround yourself with like-minded individuals. You cannot do it by yourself.
That's right.
There are going to be trials and tribulations by trying to find those like-minded people because you're not going to get that initially when you first have the conversation with them. It's going to take time. It may take 1 or 2 months. But if you know the right questions to ask and the things to look for, like I do, I can catch those things, you know, and be real
swift. You like,
yes, be bold and stay in no business. Say, hey, this is not going to work out. So, like I said, you have to believe you're already where you want to be. You have to carry yourself in that manner. You have to market and brand yourself as if you're already official.
That's right.
So you need a professional photographer. You need a dope graphic designer. To give, you know, the retractable banners like you have behind you, banners, dope business cards, flyers, and you have to be your own mouthpiece. You have to be your walking advertisement. As you can see, I have on a suit and I have on a shirt, but you don't see no name on it. You know what I mean? I'm not advertising that to you. What you're advertising to them right now is Blueprint. That's what they see behind you. They see your hair, they see your face, they see my red, they see the stuff that this actually some of my work that's behind you.
Those are beautiful photos, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, this is I'm sorry to go that way. Right here. This is actually off Alfred Hitchcock. This is an inspiration of Alfred Hitchcock of his family. Family table. That. And then of course you know, family photos.
Hold on, she said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, TQ. Hey, TQ.
Absolutely. Now, you know what, Wolf, you've certainly had a lot of wins in business, right? And I know that you wanted to speak a little bit about some of the trials and tribulations. And y'all got to know we stay uplifted around here, but I think that we don't talk about some of the things that we go through as entrepreneurs enough. Can you share some of the things that you've had to overcome, you know, just in your journey?
So things I've had to overcome is putting decisions in other people's hands, not fully knowing their capabilities, because you want to be that open-minded individual and want to be seen as this wonderful person, which I am. Those are chances that I had to take, and I did. And a lot of mistakes get made where, you know, money didn't fall through where it needed to fall through. Different relationships that needed to be made with other influential people, but because you put it in this person's chance, and I'm not the type of person to put anybody under the bus. Me being ahead of something.
We maintain that here too. So.
Yeah, I always just take the hit, you know, for everything. So for instance, like our business galas. So we always want to give our opportunities to, you know, our people, African Americans.
Absolutely.
But when we looking for these luxury lavish venues, as you can see, most of these luxury lavish venues are owned by Caucasians. A lot of them not owned by black folks. They're more four walls, south suburbs, south side. But when you're looking for up north, downtown, these luxury venues, they're owned by white people. So they have a different set of rules. So most of the time they want you to go with their preferred individuals. Now I can tell you what we've done. The Association Chicago, we have always bought them out, and bought them out is you have to pay these venues $1,500 to $2,000 to bring in your own preferred people.
That's separate from absolutely.
Yeah, because if you don't use their people, you have to pay them to use your own people. So we have to pay them $2,000 to bring in our own caterers, which are African American, and we have to pay them $1,500 $2,000 to bring in our own alcohol to not go with their companies.
Yeah.
So when you give these opportunities to our people they say I can cater for 300 to 400 people, and you give them the opportunity, and they come late, don't come on time, don't have all the stuff that's needed. And now
I'm about to look. I can't. Because you are not the sad part about it is it's not a lie being told at all. Like you wish that wasn't the story, right? Like you wish that it wasn't like that, but that's the reality.
Yes. So there's a lot of trials and tribulations that comes with it. And again, being the head of something, I pretty much have to take the hit for everything, which is what I have done. And it's kind of left a bad taste in certain people's mind, not their mouth, bad taste in certain people's mind, who and this is funny, that look at food as a representation of bettering yourself and building yourself as a business owner. Food, because we love our food. We do. Trials and tribulations in that. Being organized, and that starts with being on time. Things starting on time. Yes, thank you so much.
I love that. Same. I share those sentiments.
So those are the trials and tribulations, just putting responsibilities in people's hands who are capable of doing it. And I can't say that I'm going to stop doing that, because when we bring what I like about this association is every time we bring a new member into the organization, that new member receives the same amount of percentage and responsibility as a member who's been a part of it for 8 to 10 years. But what I do is I do my due diligence, and I take the time to get every member on the same page when they're given those responsibilities. But a lot of times we do stuff on a large scale that a lot of people get nervous.
Think so?
Were you nervous for the awards gala?
The only thing that I was nervous about was if I won, because hold on. Okay. Yes. I was nervous about giving a speech, but I wasn't nervous about, I think, like the process to get there. I was just, I'm like, hey, I am going to celebrate me, and I want people to come and celebrate with me too.
Okay.
And that was where my headspace was.
Okay.
It was a good time.
Yeah. Cause they don't know. So with our events, they don't know. With our events association, so we're actually the members. We are responsible for decorating, setting up. We do individual photo shoots before every event starts.
Yes.
So every member has to be there. The event starts at 6. Every member have to be there at least by 4 o'clock.
We were sitting up there and I dressed like,
yes,
hello everybody.
Yes.
Hello.
There's no coming at 8, 9. The event starts at 6. There's no coming at 8 or 9 in the association. You have to be there at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in that time, because we have to do a lot of promotion and advertising. We literally try to make sure we leverage every opportunity we get with this organization, to make sure that every person benefits in the organization. So we take advantage. These venues cost $12,000 to host. Just the venue alone.
It's not a game. And you know what? It's like, it's really, I will say this. When I came to one of my first events, which was Blacktopia, I did feel like, I am in a room with other people that want to invest in Black business the same way that I do. And we all got to like come together, right? Because this is the thing. We all trying to get to the next level. Some people are there. Some people are still on the journey. But to be able to come together in the name of that, it's a good thing. It's a
Yes,
good feeling.
and I'm glad you brought that up as far as the investing. So what people don't know with the investing with the Association Chicago. So the investing is we invest in multiple projects that we do with the organization, which is of course our business galas that we do. We of course we make money from these business galas. Yeah, we make money from them.
Right. Look, again, we're not giving them too much sauce.
Yeah, we make money from it. We have a formula of how we do it and how we make money and makes everybody benefits. Also, a lot of initiatives that we do with Black-owned Business Support Day, where we go out and support multiple multiple businesses, helping the homeless as much as possibly we can.
Yes.
And the other investing is our members, they collab to invest in projects together. So I'll give you an example. So we have 2 members that invested into trucking. So they own trucking companies together. They invested together. We have members that collaborated with doing travel service, opened up a travel agency. They collaborated together, so they're investing together. I actually collaborated with one of our associates. We started up a marquee letter business called it's called Urban Lit Chicago. I actually have some of the marquee letters in my home. I'm still waiting on the guy to finish making them all. So we have from 1 through 9, and we also have A through Z.
Come on.
So we collaborated together, invested it together. So we literally, all of our members, like we literally see who's doing what in the organization, and we can collaborate together and invest with each other. So that's what the investing is. Like we don't invest in like property. Mostly when you think about that's what you think about.
Yeah, that's I think that's where everyone first goes. But
yeah, we want us a win-win situation.
Right.
And most of the time when you invest into real estate, you pretty much you have to have stuff financed and have to find loans.
It can get kind of challenging, especially in today's market, for sure.
Correct.
So I want to know from you, because what I like to have my guests do on the show is that we always speak things into existence. What it is, we call out our heart's desires. So can you kind of share with me where you see the association going, or like where you want it to go?
Where I want it to go, actually, where I want it to go is honestly where it is. So we have a multitude of members that specialize in so many different services.
That's right.
And what we want to make sure that each member is doing is that each member is sharing each other's resources, which is what we all do. We want to make sure each member is referring each other's services.
That's right.
Which we're getting better at that. We're probably at maybe 75%, and we're going to get better. I'm going to create more initiatives to make sure we do that. But how that works is that we have to continue to keep doing things to bring our members around each other. Yeah. Because a lot of times we have these Zoom meetings and we're just seeing each other through a screen.
Yeah, that's not enough in person.
Yes, that's not enough to get to know each other. So we have these initiatives. For instance, we just had Black-owned Business Support Day where all of our members were there. And as we're there supporting Black-owned business, we're there connecting and networking with each other. And now it's like, oh, you do this. I know somebody that want to invest. Yeah.
Do you know? I just want to tell y'all the power of it real quick. Well, from that day alone, I have my bookings damn near until Christmas, if I can be honest, with just, and a lot of them are people or the different connections from that day. And I'm not even lying to y'all. I literally, it's on my calendar right now. So I see it. I'm like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
It's truly when you say consistency. Just like I seen when I talked about when you posted about you hosting the Black Women's Professional League.
Yes.
40 and 40. And through consistency, they saw you for who you are and your worth and said, we want you to host this.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's through consistency and them seeing it. So that's all it is just staying consistent, showing up. So I try to make sure that with this organization, like mostly everything we do is free base.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly everything we do is free base. And what you do, anything you do financially, you're going to get a lot of return on it.
That's right.
Financially. So like I said, you didn't want me to give you the sauce about the fight. I'm not going to.
They no, look.
Yes.
We're not trying to be gatekeepers, but it's just like this. We
Yes. Come. It's about, we give you the opportunity to come. They say you build it, they will come. That's what we do. We put out opportunities for you to come and see what we're about, not just on social media. Once you come in the room with us, I'm telling you, you're going to get that feeling. You're going to get that vibe as it's like, this is my people. That's what you're going to say.
Right. That's right.
This is my people.
Yeah, I was just like this. I was like,
Yeah.
I like to hear.
Yes. So to become a member of the association, I'm able to, can I talk about that?
Of course.
So to become a member of the Association Chicago, you must attend an event or you must attend a recruitment mixer. So we do have a recruitment mixer coming up September 29th. Myself or Demetria can send you that information for our recruitment mixer, which is from 4 to 7. You don't have to stay the whole time. Pretty much what you're doing is just coming to get to know us, talk about the association, see if this is something that you may be interested in. Because the thing is, our finished product is always going to be immaculate. Our finished product, just the people we have, it's always going to be dope. It's the process that we want to get you to understand. If you're willing to do the process. So I take the time and the members take the time to make sure we get you on the same page before you say yes. Because once you say yes, I am going to hold you to that. And these members, they will tell you, I will hold you to that.
You're going to hold that foot to the fire. But this is the thing, though. They need that.
Yes.
They need that. If you're going to be out here saying that you have a business, you have to stand on business.
Yes.
And you can't be afraid to be called out. It only sharpens iron.
Yes. So attending an event and attending a recruitment mixer, like I said, we just want you to get the feel of us before you decide. Because sometimes people they'll come to the events and they'll be like, oh my God, I love this. I want my friend a part of this. And I'll be like, well, nah, they got to come because they don't have the feeling that you have. You know what I mean? It's going to be hard for me to sell them this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's to become a member. Yeah, you must attend an event and you must attend a recruitment mix. So we do have one September 29th. Our next event is our most popular event, which is Blacktopia.
Oh
my goodness.
I can't wait. Well, so I've already been putting dresses and stuff to the side. Let me stop playing though. But I really have. I'm excited.
Yes. So that's
Michelle is here. Shout out to the mogul, the marketing mogul.
Hey, Michelle.
So glad I joined the association. Absolutely.
Yes.
Wolf, it has
Can I tell that story? Am I able to tell that story? No.
What? You want to tell it? I don't care. Let's talk about it.
So when it comes to getting people in a room, I'm very active on doing that. I invite about 1,000 people. More than like what I do is I do my research. I go to your page. I research who you are, what you got going on. I really dissect your page. I invite you. But a lot of times social media can be a gift and a curse. Mm-hmm. It's so much scamming going on and everything. And I do my best to try to be very personable with getting people to know that I'm real when I'm inviting them. So when I had invited you to
you can tell this story. All right. Go ahead and tell it. We're gonna put it up. We're gonna put it on blast.
Yeah, so I researched your page. I love what I saw. And I said, yeah, I want this. I want her in this organization. Let me invite her to an event. So I sent you the invite. I was very detailed. I sent the flyer. Yes. There was no response. I waited about maybe 7 days.
Wolf, no.
There was no response.
I responded to you.
You did?
I did. There was 2 events. Well, I'll let you tell it, but it was 2 events. And I genuinely had like
so the first event you couldn't come to.
Correct.
The second event, I sent the invite out to you, and like I said,
I never responded.
You didn't respond. Yeah. So, but again, it was the not knowing. So when I don't get a response, what I do is I usually block the person. I'm gonna tell you why I block them. I block them because my mind is so occupied with so many different things that I will forget that I invited you. And sometimes I would do that. I would invite the same people, and they was like, "Well, I already told you I couldn't come," and I couldn't remember that I sent you the invite. So, to keep me from doing that, to keep re-inviting the same people, I will block you so that you don't come across my timeline. And I wouldn't forget. So that was what the blocking was about. So then I invited Miss Michelle O'Kenner, the mogul. Michelle O'Kenner.
Yes.
And when I invited her, she did her research on my page, and she's like, I think I may be interested in it. And she ended up coming. And then she had when she bought the ticket, she
I was like, oh, I'm friends with him, and then I'm just like,
yeah.
It was somebody else that had popped up. They had like a different variation of the name. I was just like, well, what happened to
Yeah. So the blocking is not malice and just me having a problem. It's more so me not trying to keep inviting you. Because I'll tell people, I was like, well, if you don't respond, then I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna invite you again. I don't want to, be just in your inbox like a stalker.
No,
I know, Michelle.
She laughing because look, we was like this. I was like confusion, chaos, calamity.
Yes.
I don't know what's going
on. And when Michelle brought you, we talked.
Right.
And I remember the whole situation. Yes. And I'm that person. I've been to a lot of events, and the event curators, the promoters, they don't even remember the people that they invite. They don't say nothing to them.
Look, I have gone to events and the organizers have walked straight past me, and I'm just like, well, you knew who the heck I was when you was trying to get them tickets. So
yes, exactly.
I'm coming up and speaking to you.
Yes,
okay.
I remember every single player, even TQ winning. When she walked up to me, she said, "Hey," I said, "Hey, TQ." She said, "What the heck? You know my name?" I said, "I know every person that I invite to these events. I remember every single person, and it's genuine." So absolutely. When we talked and I brought you in and I broke everything down to you, and you've been here ever since, and you've been a part of a lot of the projects that we've had going on. And I would want to say this for those that are watching, and some people that may be watching behind the scenes that used to be a part of the organization. I want them to know that I truly I think about them. Those who are no longer here. I truly think about them and wish that, they found out that, okay, Wolf is a person that like really is about his business and he stand on business. So he holds you accountable. He holds you accountable. And I would like to have a reconversation with those that are no longer in the organization who have made mistakes, that I'm just trying to keep this organization strong. Just continue to do what I talk to you about. I'm very, very sufficient on that because a lot of people talk but don't follow through. A lot of people are not real.
I got to take a sip of my drink.
Yes, people are not real, and it's really true. And I am a product. I'm a product of things that has happened to me. People have ran off with my money. People have stopped answering calls. People doing bad business. There's been a lot of trials and tribulations with, having this organization and dealing with a lot of people in Chicago. And like I said, for those who are watching that used to be a part of the organization, I would love to have a repeat conversation with you. And, hopefully we can reconcile and you can come back and we can do some good things together. Right, now that they know I'm very serious about the association. I'm very serious about Demetria. I'm very serious about TQ. I'm very serious about Michelle. I'm very serious about Clotilde, Angie Davis, Joshua Joel, Zachary Gray. These are all members. Like I'm very serious about all of these members, and I want to make sure that I don't allow anybody in the organization that's going to that's going to deteriorate and create disaster for this organization, because that's not what I promised to Demetria.
No chaos and calamity.
Yes.
Period. They need to. They got to stop that. Well, you know what? This has been such a great conversation. I'm so happy that you came on. They said in the comments for being so transparent, because these are the things, when we see a lot of our leaders, especially being from the Chicagoland area, we don't really know some of the things that they've gone through on their journey. So I appreciate you sharing that with us tonight.
Yes. Thank you so much. Sure. I enjoyed this.
Yes, this was great. You got to get out more often. It sounds like we got to do a press run.
You know what? It's like I look at myself, because I'm head of the Association Chicago and I have to keep the engine going. I play a very important role with getting things done. So I can't put myself in, Chicago. When you walk outside, that's 20% off your life. and then also I'm a wedding photographer. So I shoot about 60 some weddings a year.
Okay.
And I'm on contract. So when you're on contract, you pretty much look at yourself as a insurance policy. I have to keep myself safe. I have to keep myself out of trouble. So that's why I stay out the way. Monday through Thursday, I'm pretty much behind the computer to getting everything done. I stay in the house with my kids. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when I get out, go out,
that's right.
everything I need to do. Yes.
Like it's family time. Okay. Like
Yeah.
y'all leave me alone. Y'all
Yes.
leave me alone. Wolf, can you just before you get out of here, can you let them know if you know, because you have the production and photography, if there's how they can reach out to you for any marketing and branding help? Can you share that with us?
Yes. So if you would like to reach me, I love for people to reach out to me directly. I like to talk directly. So you can reach out, get a hold of me at Wolf Production on Instagram, Wolf _production __ or Wolf of Chicago on Instagram, Facebook Wolf Photography. So Facebook Wolf Photography, Instagram Wolf Production, or Wolf of Chicago, or you can call me at 773-963-2933. I am a person who loves to talk on the phone. Really
Okay, you're a phone talker.
Well, being a graphic designer, photographer, it's a very strategic business. Everything, algorithms, detail information. I gotta be on the same page with you. That's why I like to talk over the phone. Once we have that understanding, then we can text. I know what we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
We've gotten some things established. Okay. Yes. Well, no, this was so great. So look, I tell all my guests, you got to come back. Okay. You gotta come back, especially when we had the stuff. What you about to show us?
I want to show them this. So this right here, this is when I used to go to homes. So I actually shot this in their kitchen.
Oh, it looked like they in the hills and the valleys. Come on now.
This was in their kitchen. So we shot this in the kitchen. She was on the floor, and of course I photoshopped the grass and see how I lifted the grass up.
Yeah.
It actually looked like they was actually outside.
That's impeccable. Okay.
Yes.
Come on now.
So I'm in Chicago. This was in Evanston. So I used to drive to go house to house. I don't do it no more. You have to come to the studio now.
Come on now.
But yeah, so this is like, when it comes to Photoshop, these are like my capabilities. Like,
yes. I love that. Okay, look, get in tune, y'all. What is going on?
Yeah.
Well, that is absolutely amazing. I just want to thank you again, and of course, I wish you continued success. But I am very thankful to be a part of the association where I can help to just contribute with making a lot of the visions. I need you to know that I see you. Remember, I told you I was like this. I'm like, I see you. I see where you're trying to go, and I'm with you all the way. And I'm very, very thankful that I didn't know I was the first interview, but I certainly think that tonight was an excellent conversation, and I think we learned a lot about you tonight.
Thank you so much, Demetri. I appreciate it.
No problem. Well, look, I'll see you soon, okay? Because the Network and Mixer is coming up
next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yep.
Get in tune, okay? We outside 3 to 7. Come outside, y'all.
Your first drink's on me. I'm drinking water. So.
Okay. And that's what we're gonna drink, okay? Y'all get y'all a little juice or some ginger ale for the razzle dazzle.
Yes.
All right, Wolf. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. Y'all, I told you that tonight's interview was going to be off the chain. What's up, TQ? She said, make me look like a superstar. Come on now. Yes, look, I told y'all what it was. Now, I'm going to leave Wolf's information here on the bottom because I want you all to, definitely get in tune with him. Now, for me, I got to go ahead and take a really quick break. Okay, I got to take a real quick break. But when I come back, we're going to hop into tonight's Hate It and Love It. Be right back. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you could treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types. And baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health.
Are you in need of a mobile bartender for your next event? Contact Paris Ice Bar today. From crafted cocktails, tapas and hookah, Paris Ice Bar has you covered. Visit ibringhappyhour.com or call 407-707-8202.
All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. And you already know it's time for Hate It and Love It. Whew, okay. We're going to get into it. What's up, David? I see you over here. Hold on. He said he watching for Cedar Hill. Come on now. I see you, Texas, in the building. All right. Hated and loving that look. I'm going to keep it so funky and so real with y'all. From last week up until this week, this was a rough week. This is a rough week. You ever have one of those weeks where you have no other choice but to power through? Like, you might want to lay in the bed, nap all day, not talk, not do check an email, do a piece of work. Okay. I was having one of those weeks this week, and oh my goodness, that was the hated it. I hate having those weeks where it's just like this. I don't have no time to unwind, Jesus. Okay. I don't have no time. And I gotta take a day or so. I'm like, okay, I gotta schedule this for myself. I've gotten to the place where it's just like I have to literally schedule this time for myself. Okay. That's my hated it this week. I hate kicking the week off like that. Especially, and today got so hectic. I was like, oh, where did this come from? Where did these circumstances come from? I'm upset. I'm confused. That's the hated it to kick it off. But I will say this, my love it that comes from it, because I told you all maybe a few weeks back that I'm trying to get to a place that even when I am going through something that may be considered, we talked about with Wolf tonight on his interview about the trials and tribulations that we go through. Friday, I received some very life-changing news, and I will share that with you all in due time, because God is still working on me as far as sharing that particular chapter, but it's certainly surrounding things that I've been talking to you all about if you have been a long-term listener of the show. But God is still working on me. He's trying to work some things out in terms of when I will share, and when I do share with you all, I think you'll be able to understand a little bit more about where I'm coming from tonight. But in receiving that news from last Friday up until today, my love it this week has to be my support system. And you all, if you tune in with me on the show, you may hear me thank them a lot of times throughout the show, the duration of it. I thank God that I don't look like the things that I've been through. Very, very thankful for that, because oh, baby, if I did, I would look beat up, battered, and confused. Y'all would be like, what is going on with MzMetchi? But my support system, my faith, that is what keeps me going in the midst of things. I mean, the days where I'm just like this, I don't know how I'm going to pick myself up. I am very thankful in this season, specifically in this season, and for what I have been going through from last year, even up until now. I'm very thankful for those people that come and lift me up when I feel like I can't go on. Okay. And a lot of times, you'll see some people, they'll go through some things and they'll bounce back. And it's just like, you didn't do that on your own. So I will always thank my support system, from my husband to my family to my friends, my dear friends. Okay. I love y'all. I love y'all. Hey, Wendy, we got Pouty Girls checking in. Hey, sis. Hey, sis. Look, I have on Pouty Girl tonight. Okay. I can't remember the name. I'm gonna get y'all the name, but this is Pouty on my lips right now. Like, when I tell you rock with her products hard, my promo code still works. Go shop. Okay. But my support system this week has to be my love it. I love y'all. I love the fact that people hear me even when I'm quiet. Even when I'm quiet. I love y'all real bad. Like, real bad. And that a lot of the times, sometimes even if I don't have that much in me, those little pushes, those little check-ins, those little things, I love y'all for it. Bless Kim's heart, bless Kim's ears. She probably the one that probably hear it the most out of everybody besides family and my husband. Like, for real. I love y'all real bad. And that's all I gotta say. Hey, Latifah. Auntie Tracy said Praise Town. Yes, hold on. Let me try to get your comment up here. Absolutely. And she said, oh, you look amazingly beautiful. Thank you, sis. Look, I be trying to serve. Yes, we see you, we hear you, and we love you. I love you right back. I love y'all right back. Yeah, it was a challenging week. it was a challenging week. When you receive different things or you have to take in information, it's a lot to process. But I'm thankful to be in my right mind, to be in my right heart, to be able to genuinely process the things that are going on and to understand. And I'm gonna speak to my believers right now, real quick. And it's okay if y'all watch the show and maybe y'all ain't into that, but I'm gonna get into it real quick. It is my faith. It is the people that pray for me. It is the prayers that are said for me, even when I cannot find it in myself to pray for myself, that helped me. So those are the love it this week, because we're not gonna get emotional, baby. I didn't did that all week. Okay. All week. Hey, Clotilde, thank you so much. Look, we got another. This is my sister in the association. Shout out to Clotilde. Y'all make sure she is also a woman that you need to know. Okay, from our area, y'all. Please go and follow my sis. Go and check her out. So many amazing things going on. Y'all, please drop your links in the comments. Please do. She's saying you do serving. Yes, yes. And I'm also my love it this week. I'm excited. You know, I'm coming on a little bit later than what I usually do. Y'all know I'm usually on at 6:30, but this month, the month of September, I have been, I started my first course to get my property administrator thing. Cause y'all know MzMetchi is a corporate entrepreneur. Like, baby, I go to work and I do my business and I'm involved in the things in the organizations I'm involved in. But I'm gonna go and check my corporate bag too. Okay. I'm gonna do that. And I'm looking to get on my administrative stuff. Like, hey, no, we about to run it like this. So my class, I have 2 more sessions before I'm officially done with the first of 8 classes. And I'm super excited about it. Like, any opportunity where I can grow and, you know, add the credentials to what it is that I do, because this is the thing, you can't just be in your field. I just feel like I want to be an expert. I want to know what's really going on. So I'm excited that I got 2 more sessions left. And then after that, baby, I'm hosting the red carpet for the Black Women's Professional League 40 Under 40 Awards and Inductions. Stand up BWPL. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited. My sister and my business partner, shout out to Renita Betts from Be Your Own Kind. She will be joining the league. She will be getting inducted. I'm going to be able to interview my sis on the red carpet as a member that came in last year. Like, it's a lot of exciting times. And then I'm going on vacation. And let me tell y'all, MzMetchi lost some weight this year due to help with Live Long Health. I keep telling y'all, another love it. And then I'm going to close out before we get into tonight's What Would You Do? I literally, and Kim can vouch for this. She's probably not on here tonight, but my best friend could count for this. I called her immediately. I'm like, girl, I ordered a bikini from Shein and it is fitting. It is sitting. That's the love it this week. That is the love it. Y'all, look, I'm a professional by all means. But when I'm on vacation with my husband, we not out here. We not thugging. We not doing no crazy stuff. That's my boo. That's my man. I'm gonna be a hoochie on vacation with my man. That's the love it. Be a hoochie if you going out of town with your man. Okay, let it breathe. Respectfully. Respectfully. Clotilde, she said, you can't wait till, baby, you don't have to wait. We can set a date. Can we message one another tomorrow? Please. And I mean that. Wendy, let's get it. Okay, come on now. Let's go. Yeah, look, y'all. We outside, okay? I'm just gonna pop a rip just a little bit, because I'm still humble. I recognize it takes a lot. I'm very thankful. I used to be very quiet about my wins and just be like, oh, I don't want to share it with nobody. No. Because I didn't do this on my own. I have amazing people that are part of my team. I have, amazing partners that I work with and people that help me to bring these visions to life. We're going to talk about it. We're going to always talk about it. So those are the hated and love it's this week. I want you all to share with me your hated and your love it's too. Okay. Wendy just celebrated some things too. I ain't going to put on blast, but if y'all not following my good sis and Pouty Girl Lip Gloss, what are you doing? What you doing? Okay. I got to take a quick break. And when I come back, we're going to hop into tonight's What Would You Do? And y'all, this one is, I think that this one's going to be an obvious answer, but I'm interested to see what you all are going to say. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you could treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. If you haven't already, please drop your businesses in the comments for me. Y'all know after the show wraps up, I like to go back and go through the comments to see, is there anybody that I have not followed yet? Okay. Let's get it going. I'm going to put that message up there just so that y'all can remember. Now, tonight's What Would You Do? This guy has a serious dilemma, and tonight we are talking to the parents. We are talking to the parents, okay? Wendy, your testimony and wins inspire others, including me. Sis, I love you. I love you. You inspire me. What do you mean? First, look, before we get into tonight's What Would You Do? Right now, I want to take a quick second while I have Wendy on this live. I have to take a moment for this. And so bear with me. You all know I have, of course, within my brand, within the MzMetchi brand, y'all see it. I tell y'all every week, I'm like, MzMetchi. I know you see it. I have under my name being a brand influencer, an ambassador for several different brands. But Wendy and Pouty Girls was the first brand to give me a chance to actually break into that aspect. Wendy, I thank you. Wendy, I love you. You have inspired me. You have helped me in my journey. And I will always do the same. Girl, I took some cute pictures with the lip stain that I have on tonight. Okay. Like it's not, you know, we locked in. Okay. We are locked in. Even so many other things that I haven't been able to even share with them as far as how we really locked in. That's my sis for real. So Wendy, I want to give you your flowers. It's you for me always. I don't care where you could start selling bedazzled Q-tips and I'm still gonna be your brand ambassador. I don't care. Okay, I love you to pieces. Okay, I thank you, sis. I love me to you. I love you for real. And I have to take that moment to give you your flowers because you here. I know you be busy. We can't always check in the way that we used to, or whatever the case is. But this is the thing: when all your friends are bosses, all of your friends are doing different things, you ain't gonna be able to see them and talk to them all the time. But the love is real. The love never changes. Okay, it never changes. So that's my ode to you tonight. Tonight's What Would You Do? This gentleman is in a situation. I'm going to read this to you guys for sure. I love you, Wendy. I love you, sis. My 15-year-old daughter had a baby in August with her 18-year-old boyfriend. She'll turn 16 this October, but I'm unhappy about their relationship. As a senior football player, he'll likely be off to college next year, chasing after girls while we raise their child. His parents opposed me seeking child support, but I'm doing so because he insisted on a DNA test, which proved paternity. We did, and it is his child. My daughter told us that what? My daughter told us that he's the only person she's been with. Sorry, y'all. They have some extra stuff. Am I wrong to make my daughter seek child support from him, despite him still being in high school? Thoughts? Can you file? I mean, can you file child support on a college student? Like who pays that debt? Talk to me, you guys. I don't know in this situation. I don't think that I have my thoughts on this one, but I want to hear from y'all first. Okay. So the father has a 15-year-old daughter that'll be 16 next month. She got pregnant by an 18-year-old that is headed off to college as soon as he finishes his tenure in high school. He's 18 already, though. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I needed a sip of my drink. Okay. It seems as if the filing for the child support, he said he's doing so because the gentleman insisted on a paternity test. And his daughter said, this is the only person that I've been with. So I guess they were offended. Wendy said, I mean, he's a kid, but he got to do what he got to do. Okay. Real talk, real tea. Let's have a real conversation because we're going to keep this real brief. Okay. Because I know it's late. Y'all ready to go to bed. I'm sleepy. I'm hungry. It's a lot of things going on. Okay. He's 18 and he's going off to college. I don't think that we should be concerned with if he's going to be, dealing with somebody or what. There's different things that can be worked out in the situation. I've seen a lot of variables. I went to SIU in Carbondale, and y'all better know that there was some small families down there. Okay. They had high schools. They had different ways that they could make it work where that person was still able to be responsible for their kids. Actually, some of them kids are about to go to college themselves at this particular point. So I've seen different situations where a dynamic like this could work out where all parties are responsible. It's going to take the responsible adults to help facilitate it, but it can happen. Okay. I don't think that he should be put on child support because he asked for paternity, because this is the thing. One thing we got to understand. Now, I don't have kids, but I can speak to you from the perspective of being a kid. Okay. At one point, if it's something that you don't want your parents to know, if you don't want them to know that you've had multiple sex partners, you're going to keep that little tidbit away from them, right? If he requested paternity, I think that it's a responsible thing. Y'all know MzMetchi is not, I told y'all, if somebody want to request paternity or whatever the case is, like, certain situations is going to be a little bit different. Like if my spouse is asking me, is this my child? I'm going to be like, hey, is you cool? Do you want to fight? What's going on? But if this is somebody that I'm having a casual sexual relationship with, I'm not going to be mad at them for doing that because you have a right to know. If I was a man, I would do it. Sorry, y'all might not like MzMetchi for that, but I'm just keeping it a buck. That's what I would do in this situation. But with this one, I don't think it should be a retaliatory thing. If this were me, what would MzMetchi do? Let me read her comment first. They spent the money on a DNA test. He got to grow the F up now. Right. I would ask for reimbursement for that maybe, but I would keep it moving. In this situation, it's going to be best to probably work out an arrangement with the parents. Like, hey, your son's going to be going off to school, so he's not going to be here. This is what MzMetchi would do, honestly. Y'all don't have to agree with me. It's okay. I don't care. We all have our opinions. That's what would you do is about. I would say to the parents, hey, my daughter's going to have this child full time. We would love if you all could step in maybe once a weekend, one weekend out the month to help her, maybe even 2 weekends out the month. Let's start there. Start high in case it has to drop. And then I would ask them for monetary stuff. Just like, hey, we're going to monitor expenses for the first couple months and see how much y'all could be contributing. I don't care if you drop off money or diapers or formula or whatever that child's going to require. Okay. We're going to need a little bit of y'all help until he can supplement and take care of things on his own. Okay. That's probably the best way. Taking an 18-year-old for child support. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't do it, but if they was hunching and it wasn't no jobs or no monetary type of things to be gained during that situation, you can't expect it to miraculously disappear. or to appear, excuse me. Wendy says somebody got to help raise the baby. Exactly. I, as an adult, because this is the thing, even though they're 15, 18, whatever, she's going to be 16. And just because they was hunching does not mean that they were grown. Hunching does not mean that you were grown. Let us be clear. The parents going to have to step in. That's just the reality. She said this situation is nothing new. It's really not. It's not. You could probably go for the child support. You may not be able to get much. So my best bet is that I'm gonna go with the for sure bet. You know that they are both a little bit immature. Okay, that's okay. It is what it is. No problem. No problem. So that's what I would do in this situation. I don't know, Wendy. You're chiming in, and you want so should he take him for child support? What you think? She said, hell, my parents were 19. Hey, my people was young too, sis. Like super young. So in this situation, I feel like let's start the conversation with the parents before you get the courts involved. The courts, I don't know if they really do a lot. Somebody that has actual parental things that's in place, y'all speak in the comments, please. Like, we want y'all to chime in. But yeah, this situation, due to the ages, I will probably try to start with the parents, and then if there's no resolve as far as that, then take it a step further. That's what I would do in the situation. I'm gonna take a quick break, and when I come back, we're gonna hop into tonight. What's happening? What's up? Because baby, it's a lot that's going on out here in the streets. Okay, I'll be right back.
Learn more about MzMetchi today. She's an entrepreneur, host of the Blueprint Live, media personality, professional brand ambassador, brand talent manager, commercial real estate professional, event host, beauty and fashion influencer, marketing and promotions professional. Learn more about MzMetchi by visiting MzMetchi.com for more information.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Now, what are y'all saying on here? Let's see. Wendy said the courts don't always have to be in your business. I agree with that. I agree. Hey, y'all. Okay, we tagging our association members. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. Shout out to Wolf Chicago. He was our special guest tonight. If you all missed that interview, I'm going to have some clips for y'all in the next coming days. But I'm also going to be resharing our interview because I tell you what, if you didn't leave inspired, what was you doing, baby? Okay. Now, I'm going to hit you all with these stories because we're going to get into our topic. I know it's a little late, so I ain't going to hold y'all for too long. But a large study is now suggesting that doctors give Black women unneeded C-sections to fill operating rooms. Okay. This is a study that's out. Pretty sure that if you all have talked to a lot of different women, women, excuse me, that a lot of them will say that they had to have a C-section. Okay. Maybe it was needed. Maybe it was not. It's certainly something to keep an eye on. Okay. Now, I read this story and I was really, really saddened by it, but a federal jury has ordered the Chicago Board of Education to pay over $750,000 to a family of a child who was beaten in CPS in 2018. There was a teacher that called someone up to the school to actually commence into a beating of a child on school premises. Okay. She was just recently let go. Only recently. She still continued to work after that. it was a very unfortunate situation. So definitely keeping that family in our thoughts. Now, a business that's under some scrutiny right now. Y'all know the Spirit Halloween place where they sell all of the they pop up around Halloween and they sell the costumes. So this pop-up store, they've been accused recently of being very tone deaf in light of recent school shootings. They have a section in their store that's marked for teens, and they have a bullet belt that's actually in that section, in the teenage section. So they're under a lot of scrutiny at this point because it's just like, wait a minute. There was literally a school shooting just a few weeks ago. Why are you advertising this in a teen section? Make it make sense, Spirit Halloween. Let's do better. Okay? Let's do a little bit better. Now, this story was interesting coming out of the northwest suburban area of Illinois. There was a tax professional, which they've been hiding his name, but he stole more than $1 million in client funds that were supposed to go directly to the IRS. Okay. His sentence is carrying up to about 23 years for his 2 offenses. Okay. Now, we can't keep that in the thoughts of prayers. Okay. Because why are you out here stealing the money that's supposed to go to the IRS? I hope all of those people, I hope that everything was forgiven. Okay. She said that's sick. Absolutely, Wendy. Now, look, I don't know about you all, but I like Big Lots. And I was really, really saddened to hear that they're going to be closing 47 more of their locations. Now, they're only in about 19 different states at this time. They've already had a large amount of locations that have closed. What y'all got against Big Lots? I'm going to need y'all to go and help them. We got to help them stay alive. Speaking of another business that we got to help stay alive, okay? Why were y'all in the comments talking about the fact that Tupperware had to file bankruptcy? Like, do y'all even cook? Let's have a real conversation. Let's have a real conversation. Do y'all even cook? It wasn't newsworthy for y'all to put their business out in the streets. Let me be clear. Now, a story that really disturbed me this week, and it's something that we should all keep an eye on, okay? Did you all hear about the attacks that were out in Syria and nearby, where there were hundreds of pagers, okay, that blew up simultaneously at the same time, okay, at the same time for everyone? It killed at least 12 people and it wounded thousands of other people. There was actual footage where there was a pager on someone's hip and it kaboom. We are living in some very scary times. I need y'all to stay prayed up, okay? I need y'all to stay prayed up. I need y'all to stay prayed up. Let's see. There is a sheriff out in Florida. Why does Florida always produce the craziest stories, right? There's a sheriff that he has been putting students on blast when they make threats like bomb threats or, threats about firearms or different things. He's been putting them on blast to try to get through to students and to parents, okay? He's putting them on blast by posting their pictures and everything on social media, okay? This sheriff, he's not playing around. Okay, this is all happening now in the Florida area. Okay, they've always got some crazy things going on. Wendy said amen to that. So that was tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. Now look, once I take this quick break, when we come back, we're going to be hopping into a dash of the Diddy drama. Okay, it's a lot going on right now. Unfortunately, it's the hot topic, and we're going to be talking about it tonight. Real quick before we wrap up, okay? When I come back, we got to hop in. Be right back.
Are you in need of a mobile bartender for your next event? Contact Paris Ice Bar today. From crafted cocktails, tapas and hookah, Paris Ice Bar has you covered. Visit ibringhappyhour.com or call 407-707-8202.
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody. What's going on over here in these comments? Latifah said the baby oil was definitely too much. We all know he's a big freak. All right, hold on. Latifah is kicking it off. I'm going to go ahead and get back into that. We are talking about the Diddy drama tonight. If you all have been keeping up with the story, okay, he was recently picked up this week for under an indictment that it cited crimes of using his power and prestige for sex trafficking, allegedly, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, drug offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Okay, this one's a little bit touchy. And wow. First off, let me go back to Latifah's comment. This was the part that was super alarming to me. I'm just like, 1,000 bottles? 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. Let me tell y'all, I'm a body oil user. You don't need 1,000 of them. You don't need 1,000 of them. You do not need 1,000 of them. What in the heck was going on? And y'all know I'm a TikTok head, baby. I'm going to get on TikTok. Okay, I'm going to get on TikTok. And the way that they have been breaking it down, honey, it's been a lot. Wendy said, what the hell he need 1,000 bottles of baby oil for, though? The man is beyond sick. A lot of the things that were detailed on there, you know, of these alleged acts, because baby, look, y'all ain't about to come after me and get me shut down, okay? No, we're not doing that. But these are some serious allegations, okay? They have even, he posted 50 million for bail. Like, hey, look, this is what I'm willing to pledge. Had everybody, even down to the babies, turning in the passports. Like, hey, we are locked in. I'm going to stay here. The details of the freak offs, I'm just like, oh my goodness, as a grown person. Baby. And y'all didn't waste no time with making content about baby oil in the house. Wendy said there was a lot of slipping and sliding. Girl, Auntie Tracy said, got to keep it slippery. Baby, they did the most. You know, all of this is really unfortunate. Like the lengths that it looked like that whole camp went through to kind of keep things under wraps. It's crazy how it's all unfolding. It's crazy how everyone is coming out the woodworks with all of these different accounts. And, you know, I think back in the day when it used to happen, it was probably like, oh, I don't really need to talk about this. And I'm not here to disparage anybody. I just feel like that when things get to a place where it's very ludicrous, you have to just ask yourself or ask some questions, some heavy questions. Okay. You got to ask some heavy questions on what's going on in the mind and in the heart that all of these things are happening. Can we have a real conversation? The things that I have been seeing, I'm just like, I am alarmed. This is overwhelming to me. It's overwhelming. It's a little bit too much. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on this. Okay. Latifah said, now Biggie Small can rest peacefully now. Ooh, girl. Wendy said, what's done in the dark always comes to light. Yeah, you can't run away for too long. You know, especially when there's things that's happening, people may or may not be aware. Like, so a lot of the allegations and everything, if the feds coming to get you, you have to understand. Things have taken a whole different turn. This is not the state. This is the feds, okay? If they're coming after you, you better believe that they got hardcore evidence. When they did the raid not too long ago, I was like, whoa. I was like, that's not good. Whatever is going on, that's not good at all, okay? The only thing I have to say on it, because, you know, I'm not a proponent for dragging anybody Even when they make mistakes. Y'all know we didn't talk about a lot of the hardcore scandals that have happened over the years with some of our prominent entertainers that we grew up loving and knowing and recognizing. They was doing dances in the videos, producing some of our favorite songs, the soundtracks of our lives. Okay. The only thing that I will say is that, you know, you can't be out here hurting other people. And if you're hurting, we got, even as people that may be considered the elite, you can't let it get out of control. That's where I'm at with it. Wendy said, "You reap what you sow." He's in his reaping season. Sis, for real, that's the real. That's tea. That's tea, and not even malicious tea. We're not doing that. This situation is unfortunate for everyone that was involved. I mean, you know, I told you all last week that there was someone that had put out a lawsuit and they won, and it never really went public like that until after everything was finished. It was very odd. Very odd. And to know that some of the people that we have looked to and that have been a part of our culture for years, people that we have, you know, they've honored them at award shows and all of these different things, to know that they are living very adverse lives and doing different things. It's unfortunate to see. It's unfortunate to see the demise when it's just like, baby, you don't even have to do all of that. I knew something was odd when I saw the video with the big bed in the backyard. Because why? Why? I don't want people sitting on my bed in my house, or I don't want a bed in my backyard. It's been a lot of things that's been off, that's been unaccounted for. So I don't know. I think what Wendy said is absolutely true. This is a different season, baby. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to close out with tonight's quote of the night. A real quick word from my amazing sponsor. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you could treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night. You all know that I like to leave you with a really good quote to end off things and to polish off the week, y'all. This one spoke to me as I shared with you all. This last about 6 to 7 days have been a little bit of a roller coaster for me. And I saw this. I tell you all that every week that with the quote of the night, they find me. And this one certainly found its way to me, and I had to share it with you all. God will make a way. We don't need to understand how it will happen. We just need to trust that it will. That's what faith is all about. Keep showing up, keep moving forward, and keep believing. Focus on what you can control and surrender the rest to Him. You are in the middle of one of the greatest blessings of your life. All things are possible for one who believes. Okay? I share with you all just some of the tribulations. And again, I'll be sharing a little bit more. I'm still gathering in what way that I will share my testimony and the things that have been going on and how God is still seeing me through it. But it's about having faith even when things seem hopeless. It's about understanding that sometimes rejection is His protection. These are hard lessons that even I'm learning still to this day. To this day. Okay. And I just wanted to give that word to you all to just tell you to keep understanding that a way will be made for you. Amen. I love y'all. A way will be made. Give it to him. I had to do that this week. I held on to it for a little bit, but once I let it go, there's been a certain level of peace, and I'm thankful for that. And I hope that you all can take that word in and just know that it's all possible. It's all possible. I want to thank everyone for tuning in with me tonight. Of course, shout out to the association. Shout out to Wolf of Chicago, who was my very, very special guest for tonight. I am still, y'all, I don't even think you all understand that I had no idea. I thought that Wolf, the way that he looked, the way that he handles things, I was like, he's been on other things, you know what I'm saying? So to know that he came on the show tonight to talk about his journey and that we were the first for him to kind of break from behind the scenes to do that. What a blessing, y'all. What a blessing to be able to share your story. So Wolf, thank you so much for coming on. Shout out to the association. Michelle, who is our partner for the show. She is the marketing mogul. Okay. Shout out to Be Your Own Kind, my amazing sponsors. Okay. Fiya Infusions, Paris Ice Bar, and of course, Live Long Health. Okay. Blueprint 10, you can use that code to get you some discount on your services. Okay. Use the promo code Blueprint. Shout out to Wendy, who was here on the live with me. Okay. I got my lips on. I got everything. And of course, everyone that tuned in. Shout out to David from Cedar Hill, Texas. Okay. He has been tuning in with us tonight. I love y'all so much. Now look, next week is the last night of my class. So I'm going to go and be in person since I've been virtual. I went to the first class and I did the rest virtual, y'all. I ain't right. So I'm going to go and attend in person. So I will be back the first Thursday in October. So let me give you, I want to give y'all the exact date. Okay. I'll be back October 3rd. So next week, you know, I hope that you all are blessed and you continue to stay uplifted and encouraged through all things, and that you have a blessed and prosperous week as we transition into going into a new month. Okay. And I'm going to be back, and then I'm going to do that. And then I'm taking off that following week because MzMetchi is on vacation. And I need y'all to know that I need this particular one for more reasons than one. But I love y'all. I will be back October 3rd. Is lit. Okay. I have the CEO of Urban Lux Cafe that's going to be joining me when I come back on October 3rd. And I'm really excited to talk to her again. This is the connection that I made with the association, going and showing up. Sometimes all you got to do is show up, y'all. Just show up. I want to encourage you to do that. Show up. Of course, shout out to my amazing radio partners, Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3 and Indy 101.5. If you all missed any of tonight's show and you just kind of came in on the last part, you can catch it re-airing on all of those networks from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Okay. On Sundays, every Sunday. You can always catch it on there. Shout out to my partners. I love them to pieces. I love y'all to pieces. And until next time,